Well, hello everyone, and welcome to Uncivil Law for tonight's late night stream. We got a clip that someone sent to me because apparently a jury is confused about what they're supposed to do in a criminal trial, and the jury seems to be bewildered about their duty. For those of you who seem to not be aware of what they're supposed to do, because apparently this jury is unaware of what they're supposed to do. See, what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to go away and discuss the case and the facts. And then if you can all reach the same decision, then great. And if not, then, you're mistrialed. I'm not sure how there's confusion about this, but there seems to be some confusion. So we're going to listen to a jury return a verdict in this case, and they're apparently confused about their duty. This should be entertaining. All right, let's listen to this.
In the case of City of Tumwater versus Kenneth Little, the jury verdict reads as follows. We, the jury, find the defendant Kenneth Ray Little not guilty of the crime of unlawful transit conduct as charged in count one. So all members of the jury, I'm going to start with you, ma'am, and I'm going to ask you two questions. My first question, is this your verdict? And then is this the verdict of the jury? So ma'am, is this your verdict?
Is this my verdict?
Yes.
Does it have to be unanimous?
Yes, it does.
Does it have to be unanimous? Yes.
Oh.
That was pretty clear in the jury instructions. Are you telling me?
When I talked to the clerk, she said that if it's like 4 and 2, because it's leaning more towards not guilty, that we join whatever.
Yeah, if you're leaning 4-2, it sounds like it's a 6-person criminal jury, which would make sense if it's a misdemeanor. A lot of states use 6-person juries for misdemeanors. So apparently we're leaning 4-2. Unless we're in Florida, in which case we use 6-person juries all the time. But this doesn't seem like a Florida courtroom. But apparently the clerk of the court, we talked to the clerk of the court, and you're like, if you're leaning 4-2, that's good enough. Also, incidentally, by the way, she just revealed the jury's vote. By the way, she just indicated the jury split. That's great. That's good news. All right, that's good news.
What?
Okay.
What? Never before. The judge does not know what to do. He's speechless right here.
Yeah, I mean, I've never actually seen it happen. We've never seen it happen on stream. I've read cases about jurors being polled and them being like, no, that's not my verdict. I've never actually seen it happen. I'm glad I could be here for this moment. That's exciting.
So
this is the jury 4-person.
Scratch all that. Oh, that was terrible. I apologize.
Yeah. I didn't play the music
Because we got the instructions that it had to be unanimous.
yes, it does.
Okay.
And so the last paragraph of the final instruction says, because this is a criminal case, each of you must agree to return a verdict. When all of you have so agreed, fill in the verdict form to express your decision. Presiding juror must find the verdict form and notify the clerk, and the clerk will bring you into court. And then you are the presiding juror.
That's correct.
And then, so when the verdict is reached based on that instruction, I don't know what was said to you or what was understood or maybe misunderstood. But the question is was this a unanimous verdict? And the answer to that's no, then.
We will probably be together.
Okay, so ma'am, I'm talking to you, ma'am, so I need you to talk to me.
Sir.
So is this your verdict? The verdict of not guilty?
No.
I mean, everybody is,
No.
it's got to be unanimous. It has
No,
to be.
I understand that. So that's why I said we need to go back in and talk about it in order to be able to come back with unanimous verdict.
Okay.
So that's what I'm saying.
They did a straw poll and just returned the
We need to
results.
discuss
Okay,
it.
thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna, you can go back into there and don't deliberate. I'm gonna discuss things out here for just a moment.
The judge is like, yeah, you guys are too stupid. This is great. This is going really great. Yeah, I don't know how, like, when you all agree, let me know, is vague. But yeah, okay, great. So now I have to have a powwow with the attorneys about how dumb you are and what I'm supposed to do now. Great. That's good news.
Go back into the
Maybe
courtroom
just elect a new foreperson is all.
and stay there for a moment.
Oh, no. So the jury leaves. That we don't have a verdict yet. The jury returned a verdict of not guilty, but it wasn't unanimous. It was 4-2.
So
Yeah.
this is a new one. So again, I'm not too sure where we go from here. Sorry, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
I feel for the judge. I really do. I feel for the judge. It's like, I've never had this problem before. You know, it's the kind of thing you read about in books, but it's like, you're not sure what to do. I'm going to give the judge give the judge a pass on this one, because it's like, I'm not quite sure what to do with this bullshit. I appreciate that. Yeah.
So I guess I'll get input from both attorneys. They could send back, they haven't reached a verdict, and I don't know what the count is.
Yes, you do.
And if they haven't decided, they can just keep deliberating and go from there.
Well, I believe the juror indicated the count was like 4-2.
Yep. 4-2,
So-
not guilty.
Which is a hung jury.
Yes, Your Honor.
Well,
Which I suspect one of the following questions might be based off the prior questions. What do we do if we can't reach a unanimous verdict?
Well,
A mistrial is always an option.
My suggestion, I would ask the court to give the jury a little more time to see if they can come to a unanimous decision in hopes that we can finalize this case today.
of course she wants that because 4 of them say not guilty
Well,
and 2
now-
say guilty.
6 o'clock, essentially, 5:58. I'm going to bring them out. I'm going to have them continue deliberating, and we're going to go for about 15 minutes, and then I'll let them talk about it. We'll come back in here after 15 minutes, and then if they, I'll ask them if there's a probability they can reach a verdict, and if, or just, yeah, we'll do that. Go ahead and bring
I'd
it
ask the
back.
court not inform them how much time you intend to send them back for.
What's that? I'm not going to inform them. I'm telling you.
Thank you,
I'm
Your
not
Honor.
gonna tell
I
them.
just want to
Yep, no.
make that clear. Thank you.
And then if they, and then, yeah.
Okay, does anyone else see the bigger problem here? The elephant in the room that was brought up and clearly mentioned, but the judge seems to be overlooking.
The jury indicated it's split. The jury indicated it's split. Yeah, that's not exactly ideal. You're not supposed to indicate you're split when you're hung. No one's supposed to know what the split is. Yeah. Great.
When the juror says, when I talked to the clerk and she told me,
Also, yes, the clerk apparently has interfered with the system. That's also good news. That's good news. The clerk has also interfered. Don't ask me what's up with this gray Temu discount bullshit courtroom. I don't know what Washington State is doing. Don't ask me what Washington State is doing in their bullshit courtroom. Apparently this counts for a courtroom in Washington. Don't ask questions. I don't have answers.
that if we're not all agreed and if we vote, then we just go with the majority. Did anyone else hear that? Was that just me? It's Murdaugh all over again, but it's in Thurston, Washington. The clerk has been talking to the jury and telling them how to decide their case. Oops.
That's not good news. Yeah. I'm with you, recovery addict. That's not really good news either.
And Your Honor, if we can just provide them with a blank verdict form.
Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna need a new verdict form. We're definitely gonna need one of those. We're gonna need to print out another one. Yep.
Okay, that's where we are. That's where we are. They have not come back live since that moment. It is about. Okay,
In the case of City of Tumwater versus Kenneth Little, the jury verdict reads as follows. We, the jury, find the defendant Kenneth Ray Little.
We are at that part. Okay, so where's the jury come back, or is there more, or is there not more in this? This is just discussion. What happened? That's it? That's all there is? That's all there is to react to? That's disappointing. That's disappointing. So I don't know how it resolved. I don't, because there's apparently no more for me to react to. They don't come back? Well, that's annoying. Okay. Well, the judge should be able to send them back. I can't think of any procedural reason they can't. I'm certainly aware in cases where the jury has occasionally done that and the judge has sent them back, and I can't remember any court of appeals saying they can't do that. So in the cases where I've seen it pop up in the case law, where the jury is like, we have a verdict, and then they're like, they do the polling and like, oh no, they're not. I've certainly seen judges send the jury back, and then sometimes they come out with a unanimous verdict, and I don't remember any appellate decision saying you can't do that. So the judge should be able to send them back and get a verdict out of them, hopefully. I also think it's worth noting, of course, to the extent that we're implying that it's fortitude to acquit, that of course there's no reason to necessarily assume that number's solid in any sense, right? It's like it's leaning towards the defense, but there's no, of course, until it's done, and it's not done. So it would be a bit of a kick in the teeth if the defense is like, we definitely want this, and they come back as guilty. That would be until it's final, it's not final. So, whatever. All right. So there's nothing more to react to. Someone sent me this, Kestrel sent me this in staff chat, and I assumed there would be more here, but unfortunately there's nothing more here. Let's see. Okay. We've got Michael Jordan's son, Marcus, explodes on police after a DUI Lamborghini incident. That sounds exciting. All right. Let's watch that. It was a trial for a misdemeanor bus unruly charge. Yeah, that makes sense. Florida uses 6-person juries for everything except capital cases. Most states use 6-person juries for misdemeanor cases. So it's like, yeah, it made sense that it was a misdemeanor case. That made sense. All right, let's watch Michael Jordan's son, Marcus, explodes on police after a DUI Lamborghini crash. Okay. What you got, Marcus?
On February 4th, 2025, officers arrived on scene of a vehicle stuck on the railroad tracks. When officers made contact, they immediately noticed the man seemed under the influence.
Hey,
You guys good?
yeah, we're trying to. My car's a little stuck right now.
I see that.
You want to help us?
We're gonna try.
Huh?
We're gonna try.
All right.
What happened? What happened? How'd you get on the tracks, man?
All right, good. Help us try and reverse this thing out.
Well, hang on.
Okay. Yeah. I take note the car is not like at the crossing. The car appears to have been driven along the tracks for some time and is now sitting off the tracks. And it's like, okay, as a cop, I also share the question, just how did your car get here? That doesn't seem right. That's not where the car should be. How did it get there? I have questions.
You are stuck. Come here. You know the trains come by right now, right?
No, I know. That's why I'm trying to get the fuck up out of here.
I hear.
The window goes up. We're off to a really good start here. We're off to a good start. This is going great.
Yeah, your car ain't going nowhere, dude. You're buried. You're stuck on the track.
All right, so how do we get the fuck off the track?
Honestly, I'm trying to figure that out. We notified the Sunrail. I need you guys out of the car because there is a train coming right now.
Yeah, step out of the car. No problem. Also, I have no problem believing that, there's reasonably articulable suspicion to believe that the person might be under the influence. Yeah, I'm not having a lot of trouble as a judge being like, why did you think they might be drunk? Point generally in the direction of everything. Oh, okay, yeah, that's probably pretty good reasons. Okay, yeah, that sounds good.
What the
All right,
fuck?
so then let me pull up. You can't move.
You're not gonna be able to move it. Just get out of the car.
Move it to the right.
You can't. You're buried.
No, you can move it to the right.
You're buried, bro.
They tell you get out of the car, and he tries to gun the car. Yeah, I mean, I assume this is an Urus. I mean, it's a nice SUV, but I'm not seeing it, man.
You can't go nowhere. You're buried. But there's a train
At least to the right.
less than 5 minutes away.
Right.
All right, so then you want to get hit by a train? Do you think I want to get hit by a train? No, that's what I'm saying. Not. Get out of the car so we don't get hit, so we can get off this thing.
Baby, try to the right.
All right, get out of the car.
Okay.
Get out of the car.
Okay.
I gotta order you guys out. Get out of the car, both of you guys. Come on. Safety first.
Out.
Safety first, man.
Of course, safety first. But I mean, I'm trying to get the fuck out of here.
There appear to be some subtle clues that there may have been some sort of intoxication. I'm not sure if anyone is picking up on that, watching this lady attempt to get out of the car, but there do appear to be some subtle clues to the trained eye that there might be some sort of intoxicant happening. Yeah.
Yeah, but your car's not going anywhere, man. It's
I
literally
understand
stuck.
that.
So, come on.
Yeah, you guys need to get out of the train.
There's a train coming. I don't want to see you guys get hit, bro.
I understand that.
You see what I'm saying? This car ain't going nowhere,
Baby,
man.
this is bad.
Okay. You see what I'm saying?
I mean,
That's what I said. It ain't going nowhere. We can't help you with that. We got the Sunrail. We're notifying them to see if they'll stop, but they got one coming right from Sanford, and it's.
I mean, I feel like we got 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 of us guys.
I don't know that you're going to be able to push that SUV out of this. This isn't a mud puddle. Yeah, I'm not feeling push the SUV seems like the plan to me. We're going to get a tow truck and pull it off the rail. You'll be lucky if it doesn't tear your car apart while we're doing it. Holy shit.
We can push this motherfucker. Right?
I'll push it.
My concern is us. Okay.
Yeah, but I'll push it.
Right.
Okay. That's the concern. All right.
I mean, the concern is this $300,000 vehicle.
Not for long. It's not. Not for long. It's not. It's not a $300,000 vehicle. It's already sitting on the railroad tie, and there's no way we're getting this thing off without pulling it off. So, yeah. I don't have really great hopes for the value of this car going forward. Yeah.
I would like to just like push the shit out the way.
Let's start trying.
No. We're definitely not doing that. On the plus side, there's a half decent chance the train will get the car off the tracks if we wait long enough. So we got that going for us. You know, yeah.
I don't know.
what to do about the tow truck or anything?
Tow truck. We don't need a tow truck. We just need.
You need a tow truck.
Can I get some manpower to push this shit off of this?
Okay,
train
first
track?
of all, no, because I'm not getting you back behind the wheel.
Why?
How long ago did this one?
This just happened right now. We thought we were making a right, and I fucking turned onto the train tracks apparently. I'm trying.
But yeah, we're not getting back in the car right now, okay? The reason why, so.
Do me a favor, keep your hands out of your pocket,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Keep your hands in your pocket. There's nothing in my pocket.
That's not okay. Sit down and look. Put your hands up and you
Come on, man. You know, bro, I'm marking.
Officer's going to do a frisk. No problem. It's for his safety. It's like, yeah, we can do a standard frisk. No problem. That's easy. Fourth Amendment land. It's like, yep.
Jordan. I'm Michael Jordan's son.
I'm thrilled for you.
I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm just trying to get home, and I made a wrong turn. Okay? And clearly, we would just like to get our car off of the fucking train tracks,
It's
which
true.
we were
I
not
can
trying to be
confirm.
on.
You weren't trying to be on the railroad tracks? Wow, that's really a strong revelation. So you mean you weren't trying to drive on the railroad tracks? Thank you for sharing that information.
The quicker we can move this motherfucker, the better, right?
I'm telling you, we cannot push this car off the track. There's no possible
I agree.
way in this universe.
I disagree with that.
Okay.
I agree. I agree. I don't see us pushing the car off the tracks. That does not seem. Yeah, I don't see that happening.
But okay.
You have more than right to disagree with me, okay?
I mean, I'm just saying, if there's 6 of us, and we throw this thing in reverse.
Well, I've already got concerns for your level of impairment anyways, okay? So that's why. Because I can smell alcohol.
Why do I have level of concerns for your impairment? Is that the question? Why do I have concern about you potentially being impaired? Do you see where your car is right now? Okay. That was a pretty big clue. Yeah.
All coming from you, and you're on train tracks. Okay. So come on.
The train tracks alone would do it for me. I'm sold on the train tracks. Yep, that's pretty good. Yep.
Oh man,
Just listen to me. That's why I don't want you back behind the wheel anyways, okay?
I'm fine behind the wheel.
I don't think you are.
Get my car out of
We'll
this.
deal with that after this, okay?
I don't think you are.
But that's why I had to get you out of the car, okay? Because I hear spinning tires, I hear slurred speech from you. You're driving on train tracks.
I'm not slurring anything, and I'm
okay.
What do you think, chat? Is he slurring anything or not? What do you think?
I'm letting you know. I have concerns. Okay?
Well,
For your
I
level of
appreciate
impairment
that.
Driving a vehicle, I can't let you back behind the car and drive a vehicle.
I appreciate your concerns.
Yeah, I don't want.
But I am not inebriated. I'm not anything that cannot drive home.
904640.
The thing
My
is,
job is to keep everybody safe.
I'm not familiar with this area. I made a right. I thought I was making a right onto the highway. I made a right onto the fucking train track.
1012.
Where did you turn at, man?
I wish I
He apparently confused the train tracks with a highway. Okay. And it apparently took him some distance to figure that out because I can't see the cross. I can't see the road. So it apparently took him a while to figure out that the railroad tracks was not the highway. Okay.
wish I could tell you, but
you're way down the train tracks. That's what I'm saying. It's not like you just.
we're not way down the train tracks. We made a right and another right.
I'm letting you know there's no physical possible way in this universe that we can push this car off the train track.
I disagree with that.
No, I don't care if you disagree or not. Okay, I'm letting you know.
I mean, I get that, but
we're not getting you back behind the wheel. Okay, not at this moment. Okay, there possibly is a train coming. Okay, So we need to get off these tracks. That is my concern right now. So you guys,
Yeah, even if it were possible to push it off the tracks, which it's not, the officer is more than well within his rights to prevent you from entering the car on the train tracks, because that's where the trains live. So, yeah.
safety in our own. Okay, man, bro, you can't get the car off, and we're not pushing it. Okay, so I'm letting you know that. All right.
I mean, I could definitely get this car off.
No.
If you gentlemen would like to help me.
I told you, we're not pushing a car off of train tracks like this, and I'm not getting you back behind the wheel until I know that you're safe enough to operate it.
Okay, so what do I have to do to show you that I'm safe enough to operate it?
Well, I'm gonna ask
Oh,
you
please do a breathalyzer. Please do a breathalyzer. Please do a breathalyzer. Please do a breathalyzer.
field sobriety exercises in a minute, but I'm going to read you your Miranda rights first because there's so many of us. That's the only reason. I've already ordered you out of the car. I gave you orders. Before I ask any questions, I have to read you your rights. You're not under arrest. I
know that. I know I'm not.
So the reason why
It is technically not an arrest. It's considered a detention. I'm not sure he has to read Miranda at this time because it's not custodial under the Supreme Court precedent. But you know, the officers can always choose to read Miranda, right? So it makes the lawyer in me happy. It's like, does he have to read Miranda? Probably not. But you know, is it a good thing to do? Sure, why not? Let's read Miranda. That sounds good.
I shouldn't be.
I understand that. So what I'm saying is, because I smell alcohol coming from you, being stuck on the tracks like this, well, I got to read you your rights first. Do you have the card? But we're going to get off the track though first.
And he's going to read it from the card, which I respect.
If you want her to roll the window up from the passenger side or something, or if the car's turned off or something like that,
Man,
we can do that.
It's not about
you gotta
any of
be
that.
over here to do that. Okay, so we are going to get off these tracks because I don't want to get hit. Okay, that's my main concern right now.
If I know anything, I'm pretty sure that nobody's going to get hit tonight.
I'm less confident. Not enough to bank my life on it.
Okay.
Right. My main objective is to just get my car back on the road.
That ain't happening. There is no chance in this world that car is going to get back on the road. If that car is roadworthy by the end of this experience, it will be amazing. It will be amazing. If they can somehow manage to pull this car without completely tearing up the undercarriage, it will be amazing. I'm not banking on it.
Took a wrong turn, apparently.
Yes.
And so that's all I would like to do.
Okay.
But I understand you guys have a job to do. Like, I'm not trying to interfere with that. I respect all of that. But
Is there an easy way to get it through the bushes over here so we can get them off this?
yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying is like 3-4 of us can easily move this motherfucker
Come on this way, then there's a big opening where
I'm not confident.
Any ideas you guys have? You want me to go this way?
You tell me. You take a look at that car. It's got one set of tires on the other side of the rail and one set in this deep ass gravel pit. There's no we cannot push. Plus it's a relatively heavy car. We are not pushing it off the rail tracks. It's not happening. Is that Camaro? No, it's a Lamborghini Urus.
all right, this way.
I see everything. I see that.
Yep. No. Where's the road?
Get my car off of the fucking train tracks.
Where's the road? We still haven't found the road. We seem to be in someone's yard, man.
Tow truck coming to do that.
We
Can't
really
push it off the track.
we really need a tow truck.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
Yes, we really need a tow truck.
Okay.
Okay. Or come on over here, sir.
I'm right here. What? I gotta come over here.
sir. Over here, sir.
This is all very, very legal. Not that I need to do any legal analysis, but this is all very, very legal. The officers are moving you to a place of safety. They're moving you to a place to conduct an initial inspection. They're doing it for their safety and your safety. No, do we really need to do a complex legal analysis? Not really. This is all fine.
I'm working my way. You okay, Taylor?
Hardly.
All right, ma'am. I'm gonna be doing an investigation on them right now. So that's why we got multiple cops here. So I'm gonna have it right here. So, ma'am, if you'd like to stand by the cop pole or stand back there, but I'm gonna be doing an investigation, so I don't want more people in there. Okay.
Also perfectly fine, right? He needs to conduct an investigation with respect to him, and he wants her to stand out of the way to prevent from interfering with the distance. Again, no problem here. Same analysis, incidentally, if there were spectators who were trying to film it for whatever reason, the police can maintain a reasonable zone to conduct their work. Now, what that's going to be is going to be very context dependent on what they're trying to do. But in this situation, back up 15 feet would be perfectly reasonable, no problem.
All right. So, sir, I got a couple questions.
Did you want to stand back here by the car?
First, I gotta redo this because we can do the.
Here. If you want, let's go move over here. Just stand by the front of the car over here.
Yeah, no problem. No problem. This is all fine.
No.
Thank you.
So just to let you know,
I'm still not convinced this is a road, by the way. I'm not convinced that this is a road as opposed to just someone's backyard. I'm not sure this is a street. But whatever.
why? Because you drove through here and drove on the train tracks. Okay, I smell alcohol, slurred speech. I see several signs of that. Let me know.
I'm not.
My observation. It's my opinion. Okay.
My opinion. I'm not slurring any speech, sir. I understand everything that you're saying.
Lower your light, please.
I'm not. I don't have any light.
Oh, Lord.
Sir,
I'm letting you know. Okay.
I appreciate you letting me know. I'm perfectly fine. I made a right, thinking that this was going to be the shortcut for us to get.
No, I'm not sure the police officer ever read Miranda. We didn't hear them read Miranda, but again, I'm not sure Miranda is required in this situation. The Supreme Court has held that this is not required. So yeah, the Miranda, this is all fine. It should be fine. Plus, it's not going to really matter in the end of the day anyway, because even if the statements were suppressed, all you throw out is the statements. You have more than enough probable cause based on the smelling of the breath, plus the fact the car is down there to do a blood draw. I'd sign off on a probable cause warrant, no problem. It's like, this is fine by me. Make me judge. I'll sign off on this probable cause warrant. This is fine.
On the highway, and apparently I was mistaken.
Correct.
So,
Okay. So that's why I'm here to do a possible investigation for impairment.
sure, you have to do
So
whatever you have to do.
that's what I said. If you're willing to talk to me about it,
I'm talking to you.
field sobriety exercises and all that. Okay.
I mean, if that's what.
By the way, yeah, there's no state in which a field. What did we look this up? Because there was no state in which a field sobriety test is required for alcohol. There are a couple states in which it's required for marijuana, but there are no states in which it's required for alcohol. That we couldn't find one, at least. So my recommendation as a lawyer is to never do the field sobriety test. There's nothing to be gained from it. Now, whether or not you have to do a breathalyzer, again, is going to be dependent by state law. Every state will require you to do it at least at the police station, but some states do require you to do roadside breathalyzer. But no state requires a roadside field sobriety test. I would recommend always saying no. There's nothing to be gained from it. There's everything to lose. They're impossible to pass under the best conditions anyway. They're kind of bullshit. So I wouldn't do one, but that's just me.
We have to do it, and we have to do that.
Yeah, I mean,
The field sobriety test is the least of this guy's problems right now.
The track, I want to be able to make sure you're able to drive it safe.
That's all I was trying to do.
In Washington, you lose your state if you refuse the test. You mean the roadside field sobriety test in Washington for alcohol? If that's what you mean, I think you're wrong. I do not believe that's true. I do not believe in Washington that you will lose your license for refusing to do a roadside sobriety test for alcohol. I don't believe that's true.
Trying to get the car off the track because I know I can drive it safely.
Okay. Well, that's what I got to make sure. Okay.
Sure.
All right. So, give me just a minute, okay?
Please.
Stand on everything's off, I'll be right back.
I'm at you guys' disposal.
Absolutely, you lose your license. Well, I'll tell you what, if you can show me the relevant code or a court decision that says that in Washington State, refusal to do a field sobriety test for alcohol means you lose your license. If you can show me either the statute or a case that says that, that'd be great. Then we can all learn something. Let me know if you find it.
I mean, I apologize. The last thing I wanted to do was
Prove it.
put my
Show
car
me.
on the tracks. Obviously, it's a
Show me.
$330,000 car. Why would I want to be on the
Show
track?
me the statute. Show me the court case. You're not a lawyer? Okay, well then stop saying what the law is.
Do we have their information?
Yeah, we ran it.
Okay.
You still got the DLs and stuff?
Yes.
If breathalyzer is refused, yes, but that wasn't my claim. See, this is where you got to be precise, right? This is why you got to be precise. If you refuse a breathalyzer at the police station, yes, you would lose your license. Implied consent law. You're 100% correct. But that wasn't my claim. That's why I'm very precise in my language, right? Because it's like, let's talk about exactly what we're talking about. Like, we got to pay attention in law, right? So as I said, every single state is implied consent. Every single state. At a minimum, you'd have to do the breathalyzer at the police station. In some states, you'd have to do breathalyzer at roadside. But no state requires you to do a field sobriety test for alcohol. Some states require it for marijuana. This is why I'm very precise in my language, so we know exactly what we're talking about, right? An FST is not a breathalyzer. They're different things. That's why I'm very precise in what I said.
I apologize. I'm not like trying to cause anything that will require all this attention. I just was trying to get home.
You don't have to just give me the statute number. You don't have to quote the language. Only after arrest? Okay. Just give me the statute number. If you're quoting statutory language, just tell me which Washington statute. I'll pull it up on stream. Just tell me the statute number. You don't have to quote the language at me. Just tell me the statute number.
And clearly made a wrong turn.
Okay. RCS, let's look it up. Let's see if you're right. Okay. Washington State, implied consent. Wow, this language is... Okay. All right, can I make this on screen properly? This is going to be interesting. Okay. Okay. See what it says. This is Washington State Legislature. This is revised code 4620-308. Any person who operates a motor vehicle in the state is deemed to give consent subject to the provisions to test or tests of his or her breath. For the purpose of determining alcohol concentration in his or her breath. The test or tests of breath. Do I need to keep reading? Great, moving on. If arrested? Yeah, but a refusal of what? Right? What? If the driver refuses to take the test, what test? What test? A test or tests of their breath. Is that a field sobriety test? No, it's not. Right? The test or tests of breath. That's not a field sobriety test. This is why it's important to be improper in the language. You know, you got to read the language.
I apologize. Yes, sir.
Okay. So, where were you guys coming from tonight?
We were at several venues. We
Several
did
venues.
dinner at Prado. We ended up leaving Prado. We went to Ava,
Okay.
had a cocktail.
What is Ava?
Ava's a restaurant owned by the Mealy Group.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where's Amelia Group at?
The Mealy Group is based out of Miami, but they opened up a restaurant here in Winter Park. And so we went there, had one cocktail.
Refusal of the FST is not a basis to be arrested. Now, you might be arrested anyway, but it wouldn't be because of the FST. Arresting because of refusal to do the FST is not arrestable. You can't be ordered to do it, so it can't be arrestable. It's not a valid order. So you can't be arrested for refusing the order because it's not valid. Now, if they have probable cause to arrest anyway, they might arrest you, but they can't arrest you because you declined. That'd be improper basis to arrest. So you gotta remember, like, correlation is not the same thing as causation.
And my friend Taylor.
You sent me an email. You don't have to send me an email. Just tell me the statute. I'm not checking my email. Just tell me the statute in chat,
Ended up going to another.
and we'll look it
venue.
up. Or the case. Just tell me in chat.
And now I was just trying to get home, and I got a little discombobulated, apparently, because I thought that this was going to cut me on the street. But
It's not about that? Well, then it's off topic. So I'm not sure why you're telling me in chat.
And I wish
But
I
thank
knew
you.
that
I'll check the
because
email
I
eventually.
came down this way. Like,
Okay. Which way did you come from though to get back here? Because this is like a back road. This isn't like a main road. That's all I'm asking.
I'm not sure, sir.
Can they detain you without arresting you for the purpose of a breath test?
Were you ever?
I don't think they can take you to the station without arresting you. So, because that would be like moving you from one place to another. And I don't think they can do that without arresting you. So, yeah.
In Sanford tonight? Going through there?
Sanford?
Yeah. No, from Winter Park.
No.
But you were coming from Winter Park, right? Then you
Came from Winter Park. And then we
Oftentimes,
went to,
police will say if they refuse to do the FST, they'll arrest you because they suspect you of drunk driving. Well, if you get that on tape, that'd be a really good thing for your future lawyer. They can't arrest you for that reason. So that would be a really good thing if he says, "I'm going to arrest you if you don't do the FST," and then you say no, and then they arrest you. Your lawyer has a pretty down solid argument for an invalid arrest because they can't arrest you for that reason.
Dancers Castleberry.
Dancers
Rachel's Castleberry.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm sorry.
Is that place pretty good?
Man,
I've never been.
it's not my favorite. Right, baby?
So I am gonna have you, if it's okay, if you want her to hold your jacket, I'm gonna have you do
holding her
exercises.
jacket right now.
Well, I'm gonna have you do exercises with your hands. So if you want to either set it on the ground or we can have an officer give it to her. What do you want?
Whatever you want to do, sir.
Okay, I'll hand her the jacket then. Or
I will hand it to her. Is that
man,
okay?
you can come over here and grab the jacket if you want. Yeah, that's fine.
I'll hand it to her. That's fine. Thank you, baby.
Okay, so all right, I got a couple questions for you.
What's up?
How do they get you to the station for breath test without arresting? I just said I don't think they can. I don't think they can get you to the station without arresting you first. So they would need probable cause to take you to the station to do the breath test. I don't think they can take you to the station without probable cause, unless of course you consent, which someone might do. But yeah, I don't think they can take you to the station without arresting you first.
How much did you have to drink?
What was that sniffing? I have allergies, as I'm sure some people know, and I sniff sometimes. It happens on chat. Sorry that it came through, but I have congestion issues sometimes. So
A little bit. Under the legal limit.
What's the legal limit?
What is it, 0.08 or something
0.08,
like that?
okay.
Yeah.
So how many drinks is a 0.08?
is that an insurance issue? No, it's not an insurance issue. It's just I don't think they can do it legally. In order for the police to take you to the station, no, I don't think they can do it legally because how can they get you there without arresting you? I don't think they can do it. It's not an insurance issue. It's a Fourth Amendment issue.
Not a scientist.
So that's why I'm asking how much you had to drink. I know you said under the legal limit. Was it 1, 2, 10, 20? How many?
I know that I'm under the legal limit.
I'm not saying it's impossible. I just don't think it can be done. Because it wouldn't be just a detention, right? They're moving you from one place to another within the context of a detention. Yeah, I don't think they can do that. No, that doesn't make sense to me.
Okay. Did you have any food tonight?
Yes, I ate a lot of food.
All right. What'd you have?
Italian. Baby,
What about?
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
So I see you wear glasses. Are those for reading, seeing? What are they?
They're for everything.
Right.
I
so
wear
you
them
have to
every
use them
day.
to see. Okay.
Yes.
Do you wear contacts at all?
No.
Okay.
Can't
Are
get them in, can't get them out.
you diabetic?
No.
Okay. Do you have any issues with walking or anything like that? Any injuries?
If you're not free to go, you're arrested. The Supreme Court disagrees with you. There's a difference between being detained and being arrested. The case law is pretty numerous on that point, so you're wrong. Just because you're not free to go doesn't mean you're arrested within the meaning of the law. It also, by the way, for that matter, like you don't need to be arrested for Miranda to apply for like custodial detention, although this is not considered custodial in this situation. So under the case law, if you're in handcuffs and you're in the back of the car, you're under the arrest. No, there's case law to the contrary. There have been courts that have said that even being in handcuffs in the back of the car is not necessarily arrest. There's cases to the contrary on that point too. Amazingly enough, but there are.
No, sir.
Okay. Do you take any prescription medications?
No, sir.
Okay. What about illegal substances tonight?
No,
Marijuana,
sir.
Heroin, anything like that?
No, sir.
That's not custodial. That's what the courts have
Like I
said.
said, I'm gonna have you do a couple exercises. Okay.
Sure.
And what those are is I'm gonna look at your eyes first. Okay.
At least some courts have
So
said
what
that.
you have to do is then stand right here and face me.
All right.
And
wherever you want.
take your glasses off, but look at your eyes, okay? I'll have you hold them so you can put them back on afterwards, okay?
I'm holding.
Sit together, the heels, toes touching, keep your arms down by your side. Just like this.
Feet together, heels, toes touching.
Yep, heels and toes touching, keep your arms down by your side.
Sure.
I know you're a little taller, so start at the tip of my finger right here,
I'm
okay?
staring. Exactly.
All right, follow the tip of my finger with your eyes and eyes only. So,
Don't get in a cop car unless they arrest you. No, again, no, they might be able to put you in the cop car while detaining you. So they might be able they might be able to force you into the back seat in handcuffs without it being arrested. I didn't say that either. I feel like you guys are drawing all kinds of conclusions from things I'm not saying or I'm not being clear. So I don't know if this is I'm not being clear problem or what the issue is here, because you guys are making statements that are not based on what I said. And so I'm not sure where the confusion is arising from. But the cops can move you for the purpose of detention. I don't think they can move you all the way to the station, but can they move you to the back of the cop car? Well, there's cases that say they can. So, I mean, there's some case law that says the answer is yes. So, yeah. A YSL judge said handcuffed in the cop car after being ordered to the house at gunpoint isn't custody because the cop said it was for their safety. Yeah, I'm not 100% surprised by that. Also, it's not particularly relevant to this situation, incidentally, these questions you're raising. This is a perfectly routine, everyday, run-of-the-mill DUI investigation. This is like the most unsexy DUI investigation of all time. This is so ordinary and trite as to be banal. And you guys are asking all kinds of strange questions. It's like, this is just an ordinary paint by numbers, unsexy, uncomplicated DUI investigation. There's nothing legally interesting about this. This is so ordinary as to be textbook. You know, it's like, okay.
Keep your head still. Okay. So just drive. Yeah, man. I'm doing my best. Did I miss a step? I'll just make sure you keep following. Okay, I'm following. Keep your head towards me. Keep turning a little bit like that, all right? Yeah, so keep that. Follow with your eyes. I am. I use your peripherals. I want you to stare at my finger. I see it. I'm following it. All right. Yeah.
Again, being read Miranda rights isn't necessarily a symptom of being arrested. They have to read you Miranda when custodial interrogation occurs, but that's not the only time they're limited. So I said, like earlier, and I'm not sure the cop ever did it. We didn't hear him read Miranda, so I'm not sure if we just didn't hear it. He said he was going to, but he never did. And it's like, does he need to read Miranda? No, this isn't considered custodial interrogation. This is, yeah, so, but the cops can read Miranda even if it's not custodial interrogation. Sometimes cops will do it just for safety, just to protect, just to cover their ass. So just because you're being read Miranda doesn't necessarily mean you're under arrest. Or even in custody. Maybe they're just doing it for the hell of it.
Keep looking at my finger. I am. Then why are you looking at me? No, I want you to
because
stay
I see it when your finger stops.
Mm-hmm. So keep your eyes on it. All right, sure. It's a simple instruction, right?
Has anyone seen the two pot smoking attorneys? Yeah, the Pot Brothers, they're great. Shut the Fuck Up Friday can be every day of the week. The Pot Brothers at law are great. You should go straight to habeas corpus. No. It's a little premature for that.
Wrong turn. I hear you. Keep following the finger. I am. Keep following my finger. I'm going to get real close to you. Yeah. Okay, but I'm not going to touch it. All right? Do your thing. Keep following my finger. Do your thing, sir.
It's honestly hard to pass the field sobriety test even while stone cold sober. It's just really, really difficult because it requires a lot of coordination and you're having to do it under stress. So it's just a really bad rubric, but it's still not going to prevent the police from mentioning it in their arrest warrant. So, yeah.
We'll have him back his car up and we can do it on the driveway right there. All right, we're gonna, because I got to put a tape line down, so that's fine.
Can we back my car up too? It's a $300,000.
He's already admitted, by the way, to drinking, and we can smell alcohol in his breath, right? He admitted to drinking while he was at dinner. They asked him earlier when they were asking, oh, you ate and you had some drinks. Did you have any food? He admitted drinking. We smell alcohol in his breath. We have more than enough probable cause to arrest. Plus, he's on the railroad tracks. So at this point, we're just in the bonus time. We're just in the bonus time. Let's get some more things while we're at it. Like, why not get some additional things? But no problem on a probable cause. It's easy, baby. It's easy.
That's a nice vehicle that we ain't gonna be able to move right now when I'm out the tow truck.
He said he had one drink. Sure he did.
Stuck on the track, man. I keep telling you that. The joker's stuck. All right, go ahead and put your glass back on if you need him to see him. I do. All right, so we're gonna grab some tape and have you walk on the line. Okay? Do you feel comfortable in those shoes?
Mere drinking isn't enough for impairment. Well, mere drinking might not be enough for impairment, but he drove his car on the railroad tracks. If you don't think that's going to stand up in court, then you and I just fundamentally disagree. I think it's going to stand up in court, no problem. Yep.
Comfortable as fuck.
Pretty relaxed.
Yeah, I feel great.
He's gonna back his car up, so ma'am, if you can move out of the way a little bit, maybe by the tree or something. All right, so what I'm gonna have you do is I'm gonna have you simple instructions, and then I'm gonna demonstrate it for you, okay?
Yes, sir.
During this instruction, I want you to stay in the position I'm gonna get you in, okay? So go ahead and put your left foot on the line.
Even then, Luke, I'm not sure you're right, to be honest.
Put your right foot directly in front of your left.
Yeah, I'm not sure you're even right. If you admit to drinking and there's alcohol in your breath and the police pull you over, is that probable cause to arrest you for driving under the influence? If you say I had a drink and they smell alcohol in your breath, is that probable cause? I bet you it is, and I bet you there's case law that says it is. If we're taking bets, it's like if we're taking bets, that sounds like a judge would probably uphold that for probable cause. Yeah. What's the evidence of being impaired? It doesn't matter. You don't necessarily have to be impaired. You just have to be under the influence. You just have to be under the influence. You don't have to be impaired. You have to be under the influence. And you've admitted to drinking and you smell alcohol in their breath. It's like that's probable cause to believe that you might be under the influence. Yeah, I think that's gonna uphold. It's gonna uphold it. Yeah.
Feel something in your toe. Put your arms down by your side in a relaxed manner. Stay in that position right there until I tell you to move. You understand?
Sure.
When I tell you to begin, you're going to take 9 heel-to-toe steps down the line, make a turn, which I'll demonstrate for you, and walk 9 heel-to-toe steps back down the line. It's going to look like this. Say I've taken 6 steps already. 7, 8, 9. Heel into the front foot on the line, small steps to the back foot, make a turn, and 9 heel-to-toe steps back. 1, 2, 3, all the way to 9. You understand so far?
Yes, sir.
Throughout the exercise, keep your arms down by your side.
Sure.
Watch your feet. Now, if you step out loud, don't stop to steady yourself at any time. You understand?
Sure.
Is there any reason why you wouldn't be able to do this exercise?
I mean, there might be, but I'm willing to do it anyway.
What would be that reason?
Nah, it doesn't matter. I'm willing to do it anyway.
Okay. I'm
Right.
just trying to make sure I evaluate properly.
And I'm trying to
So go ahead and get back into position.
I'm in position. One.
That's once
Right.
you're in that position, the first step is one. You understand?
This is one.
Nope. The first step from there is one.
One.
You may be arrested, but if you refuse FST and later on refuse a breath test, you most likely be found not guilty. Well, you'll still have your driving privileges suspended for a year. So if all the evidence is that you had a drink and I smelled alcohol in your breath, is that sufficient for a DUI conviction? Probably not without more. So if I pulled someone over for a perfectly routine stop and I smelled alcohol in their breath and they told me that they had had a drink with their meal, and then they refused a breathalyzer and they refused the FST and they refused the station breathalyzer, and that was all the evidence that was available, would they get convicted of DUI? Probably no, not without more, but they'd still have their driving privileges suspended for violation of the implied consent law. So yeah, there's that.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Do we need extra tape for this?
No, sir.
No?
Do the turn.
So then one, here's the turn, And then I'm going 9 back, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
All right.
Come on, man.
They're in somebody's yard right now.
Go ahead and go to the line now. What am I have you do? You're going to keep yelling. Keep toes touching. Keep your arms down by your side.
They can submit to have the suspension overturned. No, they can't. It's easier to do if you don't have breathalyzer value. No, implied consent law. There's no way to overturn that suspension. In most states, no. No. Unless they lacked, the implied consent law. You can't. It's administrative in its nature. There's no basis to overturn that. Sent me the relevant DUI statute in Discord. Okay. Let's take a look. Florida DUI statute requires impairment. All right, let's take a look. Okay. A person is guilty of the offense of driving under the influence and is subject to punishment if the person is driving or in actual physical control of a vehicle within the state and the person is under the influence of alcoholic beverages, any chemical substance set forth. Yeah, you misread the statute. The person is under the influence of alcoholic beverages, any chemical substance set forth in the statute or any substance controlled, which affected to the extent the person's facilities are impaired. The person has a blood alcohol of 0.008 grams or per 100 milligrams or. So it is sufficient to have a blood alcohol level of 0.008 grams or a breath alcohol level of 0.008 grams to be convicted under the statute. So no, impairment is not required. Impairment is sufficient under subsection A, but it is not required because either subsection B or C will trigger him. So you misread it. I did keep reading. I read the word or. You missed it. You missed the word or.
I didn't see. Sorry. Feet together, arms by my side.
When I tell you, you're going to raise 1 foot 6 inches off the ground like this. See that?
So you need impairment? No, you don't. You do not need impairment. I can reread it again. A person is guilty of the offense of driving under the influence and is subject to punishment as provided in subsection 2 if the person is driving or in actual physical control of the vehicle within the state and subsection B, the person has a blood alcohol level of 0.008 or more grams of alcohol per 100 milliliters of blood. The person has a breath alcohol level of 0.008 or more grams of alcohol per 210 liters of blood. Impairment is not required under either subsection B or C. You're misreading the statute. You can't tell me I keep reading after or and then not read your statement? What is your statement? You're misreading it. So you need impairment. No, you don't. Where's the PC of probable cause just from drinking alcohol in the breath? Well, the probable cause is evidence that would support either proposition A, B, or C. The probable cause would be evidence that supports either proposition A, B, or C. And so you need probable cause to support the person has a blood alcohol level of this limit. And if the person's been drinking, smoking like alcohol, smells like alcohol, I would say that that's probable cause because the level for probable cause is so low compared to this. Like I think you're forgetting the difference between proof beyond a reasonable doubt and probable cause, right? You only need sufficient evidence to provide a reliable indicia that the person has this issue. So the fact that they've had a drink and you smell alcohol in their breath and they say that if they've had a drink, is that probable cause to support it? Yeah, probably, because probable cause is so low. So, I mean, that's the correct assessment. So, I mean,
See it? Yeah.
You're gonna point your toe away from your body and make your foot like parallel to the ground.
Okay.
You're gonna keep your arms down by your side throughout the entire exercise and legs straight like this. So you're gonna look at your raised foot. You're gonna count out loud. 1001, 1002, 1003. So I tell you to stop.
Sure.
if they've had 8 shots, sure. If they said they've had some glass of wine, probable cause is so incredibly low. I just think you're wrong. I think that a judge would probably uphold it, and I think a court would probably uphold it as being sufficient probable cause because of how low the probable cause burden is. So I just think it would be sufficient.
You understand?
Whatever you say, sir.
We're not going to agree.
Okay. You have any questions?
We're not going to agree.
I don't have no questions, man.
That's 30 seconds, but I'm gonna watch.
Sure.
Just on my phone. All right.
Do it by your watch, your phone, whatever you need to do, man. Jesus fucking Christ. Like, really?
If you have no questions, once you raise your foot, I'll start the timer and you may begin.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Keep your arms
6,
down by your side.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21.
I think in particular, probably in Harris County, because I heard once, and I'm not sure if it's true, but Harris County, where I live, I've heard has like the highest DUI rate in the nation. So I think judges, and I've seen like Judge Fletcher, like downtown, the guy who wears the bow tie. I think he'd sign off on that probable cause because he gets really pissed at drunk drivers and he gets really, really pissed at them. So I think your things are not necessarily going well for you, man.
Look at what?
Raise foot.
You want me to look at my foot?
Yeah, look at your foot. Just like that.
All right, so should we restart?
No, we can go ahead and stop.
Why?
That was 30 seconds. I told you it was a 30-second exercise.
But
Scale from 0 to 10, 0 being completely sober, 10 being falling down drunk. Where would you put yourself at?
where would I put myself at? 3.
3?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Put those hands back.
Yep. No problem. Easy arrest. Easy arrest. No problem. Yeah. You've got more than enough probable cause. Plus, once again, his car's on the railroad tracks. Guys, you had me at car was on the railroad tracks.
I believe you had too much tonight. Okay. Just letting you know. Okay.
I disagree with that, sir.
I'm sure you do disagree.
Whatever you say.
I'm sure you do disagree.
What we base it on is no
You know what I think the judge? You know what I think? I think the judge is going to do. I think the judge is going to point at the thing and be like, "The car doesn't belong there." That's what I think the judge is going to do. Car doesn't go there. Did you not know that? Car doesn't go there.
But what we will do is give you the opportunity to provide that new license to talk about your license, see where your level of intoxication.
Man, if this is how y'all want to treat me, I mean, play that game.
Just letting you know the information, I'm not treating you bad.
You're disrespecting me.
Do you mind holding this for me?
No, to a small degree, you guys are disrespecting me.
I don't know. I think they've been pretty respectful of you, to be quite honest. I think they've been very respectful. I think they've been very professional and polite and quite respectful. I don't sense any problems at all. Signs it's all fine by me.
Okay.
But I mean, it's you know.
Do you want her to have your property?
Yes, I do.
Okay. What about phone and wallet?
What about it?
Do you want her to have the phone and wallet, or do you want us to bring it with you?
No, I want her to have it.
Okay. Do you want a credit card?
Widen your stance for me. Widen your stance.
Bench trial in Massachusetts. If the suspect refused all FST, and refused breath test, despite being car on the tracks, is an acquittal at a bench trial. Scott, even in Massachusetts, or I don't know, I don't. Do you really want to run that one? Do you really want to run the if this were a bench trial without an FST and all breath tests, that there'd be an acquittal? Do you really want to? You want to really run that one? I don't know. By the way, for the guy Luke who said, "Oh, you have to prove impairment." Yeah, you know how I can prove impairment? You already know the answer to this question. Yeah.
More?
Widen more, man.
There you go.
There you go. I got you.
Thank you.
I pull all this shit off. You want to see my dick and you want to check under my nuts too?
No, not really.
Go ahead.
Really
I
interested
feel
in.
like you might be.
No, not
I
really.
feel like you might be.
What is that?
I don't know the way you fucking searching.
Well, we gotta search everybody's name.
Nah,
Do you know how a search works? This seems like a pretty routine search, man.
you can check under there. You can check under there. It ain't shit. It's just a big dick and some big balls, bro. Yeah, receipts for shit I paid for in the city.
We're excited for you. Thanks for paying for stuff.
Really?
Yes, really.
Really? I mean, y'all are doing the most right now.
This is a pretty standard
I
search.
didn't do anything, man. I made a wrong.
You're arrested for who you want.
But I'm not drunk.
Yeah,
Take a seat.
you're pretty drunk.
Yeah, I know. I get that.
come this
I
way.
get
Take a
that.
seat.
Hold on. Wait, sir. Wait.
I'm telling you right now to go sit down.
I'm having a conversation.
Sit down, because if not, I'm gonna put you in the car. It's gonna hurt.
Hang on. One question. You can ask me one question, I'll answer it, and then I want you to sit down. What's up?
I just want to understand why y'all are treating me as if I did something fucking criminal.
Because I think you have driving under the influence.
But I'm not.
Substance. So I've answered your question. Now please sit down and I'll answer more questions. Please sit down.
I got nothing else for you, bro.
All right.
Hold on.
You gotta check your shoes, sir.
Sit down.
Yo.
Sit down.
Sit down.
Yo, chill the fuck out, bro.
You chill out.
Hold on.
Stop
Do that again,
picking.
dude.
Yo.
Can
I ask my
An odor of
girlfriend-
alcohol and breath is insufficient for PC. How about an admission to I had a drink? Does the case say that? Okay.
Relax.
Sit down.
Relax.
Put your feet in the car.
Relax. Can I ask my girlfriend a question or no?
Feet in the car.
Well, that was super exciting, and I'm done with you, Luke. I have no further interest in discussing this. You can think whatever the fuck you want, Luke. If you're not interested in learning from me, then fuck off. All right. Well, that was a very interesting stream. Michael Jordan's son might have been doing a little DUI. So, yeah. So I don't think that's fine. What else can we react to? Is there anything else? Okay, I did see something else to react to. Okay, this is completely different. But there was something I was thinking about doing a stream on this anyway. And then I was like, I don't know, it's kind of weird to just do a stream on this because it's not legal related. But since we're here anyway, we'll do a reaction. We'll do a reaction to this. Give me a second, please. Okay, where's the thing? Okay. This is good. So someone compiled comments relating to the new Snow White movie and put them to song and released a music video. Oh yeah, that's good shit.
If I saw this movie on a plane, I would still walk out. This trailer makes me want to sit on the TV and look at my couch. I paid nothing to watch this trailer, but I already want my money back. Coming to a theater near you, me, is that a threat? They should have made Rachel CGI instead. Ron Brown and the 7 Discord mods.
That's pretty good. The 7 Discord mods. Yeah. That's pretty solid.
The CGI looks much better when I turn my monitor off. Disney invites you and I must politely decline. I'm rooting for the poison apple. Why is Lord Farquaad playing Snow White?
Yeah. Yeah, they do kind of have similar hairstyles there. That's good shit.
This movie should come with a disclaimer. No dwarfs were harmed, but your childhood might be. I haven't seen something self-implode this hard since that Titan submarine.
Based.
Mirror, mirror on the wall. As a German, I claim cultural appropriation. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Snow White and the 7 CGI abomination. Making the dwarfs look like a PS1 hack rig was a bold choice. Rachel Sackler looks like a medieval squire boy.
Yeah. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Marvel's lost $237 million. Snow White, hold my beer. Disney used to make people famous. Now it ends acting career. Mirror, mirror on the wall, where the seats are empty in cinema hall. Mirror, mirror on the wall, what's the biggest Disney flop of all? Shut it.
Okay, now we're gonna watch part 2 first, and then we might watch some other stuff. So we'll watch comments related to this movie part 2. By the way, Critical Drinker has pointed out that this might be literally the most unpopular movie of all time. Right now, it has 1 million dislikes to 40. The trailer just came out. It has 1 million dislikes to 40,000 likes. Some of the comments to the trailer have more likes than the trailer does. It's getting ratioed by its own comments. It has a 96% disapproval rating. It might be an all-time high. It might be a record. It is the most unpopular movie of all time. Holy shit.
It's okay, Disney, you can just cancel the film. We won't be mad if you admit defeat. Even Bob the Builder can fix this. Disney achieved the closest thing to world peace by releasing something we all collectively hate.
You gotta love that, right? Disney achieved the closest thing to world peace by releasing something we all collectively hate. I mean, you know, having a common enemy is definitely a way to encourage spirit to core. So thanks, Disney. We got that going for us.
World peace. by releasing something we all collectively hate. I mean, why is there an earthquake here? It's Walt Disney rolling in his grave. Nobody has ever rooted for a poison apple until this movie. Go Apple, go!
This is my personal favorite. This is my favorite. Nobody has ever rooted for a poison apple until this movie. Go Apple, go. That is so fucking funny.
Nobody has ever rooted for a poison apple until this movie. Go Apple, go! Actors like Elvism, hi ho, it's off to work, we know.
That's pretty good too, by the way. Like,
Go! Actors like Elvism, hi ho, it's off to work, we know.
right? It's off to work we go, and Disney says no. That's a pretty sharp comment. Thanks, Peter Dinklage. Thanks a lot. All those actors who could have gotten a break in Hollywood, you deny them all acting parts, you prick. Hi ho, it's off to work, we know. That is pretty sharp.
They finally did it. They made a movie nobody's going to pirate. Did I frighten you? No Snow White and her 7 CGI did. Disney's next step is gonna be making Rapunzel fall. I can hear Walt Disney's frozen head screaming in the Disney vault. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the bitchiest of them all? Mirror, mirror on the wall, whose acting career is about to fall. Rachel Zegler is her name. This monstrosity will be her only fame.
Ouch. Ouch.
Show this to my friend before he skydived and he jumped out the plane with no parachute. That mirror is lying. It probably came from T-Move.
That mirror is lying. It probably came from Temu. Wow.
Coming to a theater near you, move. The swarms look like they came from Chernobyl. This movie isn't releasing, it's escaping. This makes the B-movie look like a Vincent Van Gogh painting. Thank you, Disney. You're the world's best at destroying childhood dreams. Is Disney aware that Snow White is supposed to be more beautiful than the evil queen?
Yeah. Yeah.
Evil queen.
It's Hollywood, baby.
Mirror, mirror on the wall. No one's gonna watch this movie at all.
Weird.
Mirror, mirror on the wall. Just how far will Disney fall?
Weird.
You gotta love that, man. You gotta love that. This channel, Chat Music, has got some great shit on here. There's some good stuff on. All right, this one's pretty good. Twin sisters with two completely different aesthetics.
One says forgive me, Father, other says punish me, Daddy. Both get on their knees, both love missionary, amen. Versus 8 men, God I'm coming. Religious versus delicious. One kneels to pray and one kneels to pay. Holy fans and holy fans, one gets good deeds and the other gets good deed. One says Christ is Lord, the other one goes down the jaws. One begs for mercy, another screams for it. One is against abortion, one is addicted to it.
Wow.
One spreads religion, the other one spreads a lie. Both views of God, but in different contexts.
Yeah. Yeah.
The holy and the whole.
That's pretty amazing. I like that one very much. It's pretty solid. There's some other ones I probably haven't reacted to. Let's see what looks good. We'll do a sniper's dream. I haven't heard a sniper's dream yet. Bro can hear in 4K. All right, let's try bro can hear in 4K.
Do you feel rejected by society?
Bro, can hear the colors. Bro, thinks mute is too loud. Bro, can hear sign language. Bro, invented, hear me out. Bro, heard the joke before somebody said it. Bro, the news before they even spread it. Bro, it's the definition of I'm all ears. Bro, move out of the way, I can't hear. Bro, always hear too loud and clear. We don't even have to let bro and hear. Bro, listening. Bro takes his earwax out with the spoon and whisper around. Bro can hear the earth move. Now some be using bro to hear any incoming threats. One copy's done. Bro never says, can you repeat it? Bro's modify away my lands of the hurt Victoria's Secret. Bro can hear inside chunks. No alarm clock needed. Bro can hear the sunrise. Bro can hear back in time. Bro can hear the comments. Don't listen to the hate. Keep it up. He can hear you. Leave some sound for the rest of us. Shut it.
That's pretty good shit. What rhymes with even? Let's see. There's a lot of what rhymes with different things.
What? I bet when you both your tits give each other high fives. Elon Musk, just 6'2", sleeping on your side. Do you need a passport to roll over? Really jeans don't fit. You look skinnier than tomorrow, Taylor not so sweet. Joe Biden, Spider-Man, Hulk cooking lazy. Lord of the Onion rings, 50 shades of gravy.
Wow. That's exciting.
Mike waits in use a wind turbine for a fan. You look like a 16:9 ratio, one lunch man. Shaquille O'Neal, you sit on an iPod, you'll make an iPad. Leonardo DiCaprio, Sun Butter Island, I show fat. One digestion, you play for the Miami Heat. 2 Chainz, Walter Waits, the one who eats.
Walter Waite, the one who eats. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Oh man.
Full support, doesn't bounce with maximum efficiency. Ariana extra grande, Mr. Worldwide literally. So big even Helen Keller can see and hear you. Thanos had to snap 20 times to get rid of you. Bruno built like Mars, Johnny Depp bit in rap. Vladimir need protein, Kevin Durant.
Oh, those are all funny. Those are all pretty funny. All right. Well, I guess that will take us out of this thing for today. I don't think there's anything more for us to respond to. There was something else I saw. Someone sent me, or someone tagged me with a Court of Appeals case on a Second Amendment issue. And where was it in Discord? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if you don't like you don't like me, S ... If you don't like me, you can feel free to fuck off from my Discord. You can feel free to fuck off from the chat. I don't give a fuck. If you don't like it, you can fuck right off. Would you like me to just ban you? I'll just ban you. That saves me time. Let's see. Where is my ban? How do I ban somebody? Mod view. Ban. Okay, that'll ban you for bye. All right, and where are you in chat? Let's see. There he is. Let's see. Hide user and channel. Bye. Thanks for coming by. All right, that was fun. All right, so let's see. Where was this other thing? Okay. So someone sent me this link, which was pretty interesting. We can't do a deep analysis of it right now, but I thought maybe for later. It's this case where this guy was charged with having a machine gun, and the court basically concludes that having a machine gun isn't necessarily illegal under the Second Amendment. But what's really interesting is, like, the court obviously doesn't want to reach this conclusion. And he has a footnote in here I thought was pretty interesting. Because the court wrote at one point, okay, the court wrote, the ultimate irony is that the version of history endorsed in the prior decisions by the Supreme Court has itself been deemed untrustworthy by actual historians. Like a full auto machine gun? Yes. And so the court is challenging, like, the Supreme Court, saying that the history does not support what the Supreme Court did. And so there's a footnote where the court cites some relevant authority, or it thinks is relevant authority, to say that the court's take on history is incorrect. So it might be interesting to try to look at this history and see whether or not the court is right about the historical analysis of the Second Amendment. Might be interesting. This is fine to me. I'm out on a huge chat sometimes, so it's fine to see a creator kicking people out from chat. Why is that funny? I have the right. I want to cultivate a particular community, and I don't like people being obstinate assholes. Is that a problem for you? And if you don't like it, I don't understand. You don't think I have the right to moderate my chat, or what's the issue here? You don't think I have the right to moderate my chat or my Discord, or what's the issue? So anyways, I thought it might be interesting to try to do an analysis of some of these decisions or some of these issues. I don't know what he's saying. That's why I asked. Yeah. You're taking it wrong? Well, maybe I'm taking it wrong, but that's my prerogative. So. Noted. Can we talk about the Federal Tort Claim Act and how it might affect the DC plane crash? I don't know enough to intelligently comment about it. Attorney Tom did a video about it recently. So I would just simply note that it's the vehicle for which you can sue the federal government. I don't really know much more beyond that, except that you have to give the federal government 6 months notice. What's the deal with the definition of the machine gun? In this case, it was, based on ATF rules on, having to get tax stamps for them and such. But apparently, there was actually an interesting part of the decision where he said there are 750,000 machine guns in ownership. 740,000 machine guns that are lawfully possessed in the United States. I didn't know it was that many. Yeah. Well, I appreciate your apology. That's satisfactory. Isn't 40,000 common use? I'm not sure there's any magic number to what is or is not common use, but 740,000 sounds like pretty common, and even the court says that. But I'm interested in the historical analysis. I'm interested whether or not the Supreme Court's getting the history wrong. An overwhelming majority of historians are unconvinced the Second Amendment protects individual right to keep and bear arms. I mean, I could read some of these academic articles. That might be interesting. Some of these, you got to love some of these names. The Fugazi Second Amendment, Bruin's Text, History and Tradition Problem and How to Fix It, Twilight Zone Originalism, Peculiar Reasoning and Unfortunate Consequences of New York State and Pistol Rifle Association. Then for some reason they talk about Dobbs. So they talk about abortion in here for some reason. And they talk about Trump. Interesting. So maybe I could read these two. Maybe I could read these. The reasonable regulation right to arms, the gun rights Second Amendment before the standard model, contested history of debates on the Second Amendment. And I could read these law review articles and see what they have to say. Could be interesting. Could be interesting trying to see what the history of the Second Amendment is. Full auto does not a machine gun make. We all know what we're talking about, right? We're just talking about ATF definitions. So let's let it pass for a moment. And it doesn't just let's just deal with it, okay? And incidentally, I do think that is the definition of a machine gun, more than one bullet per pull the trigger. I think that is literally the definition of a machine gun in the regs. I think that is literally the definition of a machine gun. It's been a while since I've looked, but I think that is the definition. I think, yeah, it literally is more than one bullet per pull the trigger. I think that is literally the definition of a machine gun. It could be, I have to double check, but yeah. Yeah, multiple bullets pull fire, yeah. Per function of the trigger, right, yeah. So a burst fire will work too. All right, well, I guess I'm going to sign off for now. I don't really want to. I just don't really have anything more to talk about right now. Is it an assault rifle machine gun? Well, there was the assault rifle. There was the federal law that banned assault rifles, which was defined not by the assault rifles where it's been a while. It was like any rifle that had like two or more of these cosmetic features was deemed to be an assault rifle. Like a bayonet lug, if it had a bayonet lug and a barrel shroud, it was an assault rifle. That kind of thing. But that law expired a long time ago. That law expired in 2005 or something. It's expired 20 years ago. I'm hungry. And I can't have food because I'm trying to lose weight. I don't even know if I'm really hungry as so much as I'm just frustrated and I just want to eat food to make myself feel better, because sometimes I do that too. It's like when I'm angry or unhappy, it's like I just want to eat food to make myself feel better. Food is my alcohol of choice. Food is my addiction of choice. So I don't have any fruit at the moment. I have some chicken that I had, but I don't want to eat that because I'm already full. I've started using Monjourno. I just started using it last week, so this was my second week. Today was my second week of using Monjourno. I upped my dosage to 4 grams, I think. I think it's measured in grams, or is it measured in milliliters? Either way, maybe it's the same thing. Maybe a milliliter is a gram. Who knows? Have I read the Constitution of China? I can't say I have, no. You've been on Monjourno for about a year? It's going to get quite expensive quite fast. That's the only thing, is like it's going to get very, very expensive very, very fast. So I need to figure out where I'm going to get the money from, because I want to lose weight. So I need to figure out where to get the money from. Eating is hard. Your insurance has helped? Yeah. I don't fall into any of the categories for insurance. So I'm using compounded, which is a little bit cheaper, but not by much. Yeah. Also, I need to donate blood. So I need a haircut too. I need to go get a haircut tomorrow. I can sell blood plasma for money. It's not the worst idea I've ever heard of in my life. Where would I go to sell blood plasma? I guess I can Google it. I don't need you to tell me. I can just go Google it. They have plasma centers? Maybe. All right. I'll sign up for now. I'm tired. I'm going to go to bed. I love you all. Thanks for hanging out with me for a while. I enjoy these videos. You sold plasma years ago. It paid for your divorce? Neat. Okay. I'll talk to you later. Bye for now.